Hey there YouTube, I'm back with another video. As promised, I am going to do a full day's wear test of the new ColourPop No Filter Foundation. So hopefully you all saw my previous video. Actually I did two of them, just to show what it looked like and then give you my first time review. But I want to give it a fair chance, so I'm going to wear it today. I'm going to put on all my makeup like I normally do and then just see how it lasts throughout the day for the longer than 3 hours or so that I wore it the previous time. As a disclaimer, I did get a color that was too light for my skin, but once it dries down it seems to be okay, and in the future I do plan on getting the next deeper color. I am using medium dark 145 and I want to try dark 155. But that's to come in the future. Today we're going to use this one. I've already primed my face with the new CoverGirl Matte Blend something. Can't believe how unprepared I am. I tried to lay everything out so that I wouldn't be fumbling through everything. But these are the primers from CoverGirl. CoverGirl True Blend Base Business. And I have the Skin Smoothing Primer and the Illuminating Primer. So I've already primed with both of these. And I really like how they function with the CoverGirl foundation. So hopefully it does well with this ColourPop one. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I also did my eyebrows. They don't look as pronounced as they normally do because I don't have the rest of my makeup on. But if I need to touch up later on, I will. So I'm going to shake it and then we're going to apply. So with this, I did use 3 pumps this time. It may have been too much, but we'll just see what happens. I do like to put a little bit on my lips. Whew, that looks weird. So this is what 3 pumps of coverage looks like. It's not too bad of a coverage. I think I'm gonna go in with maybe a half a pump more, or to a pump. I'm gonna go ahead and go with 2/3 of a pump. How about that? Just to get a little more coverage over my dark spots. And I will try to conceal those later if I remember. I don't normally conceal my dark spots. I just let them be, but I've got a few that have really been bothering me lately. Okay, I've got the foundation all on. It took everything within me to not use my new Born This Way concealer from Too Faced. So I'm going to use the ColourPop one that corresponds with the No Filter foundation. Of course, this is the ColourPop No Filter concealer. I first go in with dark 40 just to, I don't know, conceal my bags. But you know, my skincare routine that I've been doing lately, and I've been trying to drink more water, my bags have drastically reduced. So when I put my makeup on, I don't have to really do much concealing. I think I just like to do it. I like the way it looks. So I go in with this first and I'll blend it out, and then I'll go on top of it with medium dark 36 just to highlight. So I'm gonna blend out this concealer, let it sit for a minute to start to dry. So let it sit for a little bit. I'm gonna start blending it out. And now I'm going to contour with the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in the color Truffle. This is what I usually use, or what I've been using lately to contour. So I like to apply a generous amount. I'll just put a little bit along the sides of my nose. I don't like to look too artificial. And I'll put a little bit under here. Oh wow, that instantly made a difference. And I'm going to blend it out. Now that I have contoured and highlighted, or highlight, however you say it, I'm going to set my under eye concealer. I don't like to bake because it does make me look like I have a really dry under eye, so I have been working vigorously to, too much, to make sure that my under eye is really hydrated for when I set. Now I am using the Black Radiance True Complexion Loose Setting Powder. You guys forgive me. I know when you're looking at this, it's all backwards. Forgive me. You all know that I use my my phone camera to do my recording, and I have it on selfie mode so I can see what I'm doing. So I set my concealer and then I'm just going to brush off the excess, and also so that I don't look so ghost-like, I am using the ColourPop No Filter Sheer Press Powder in the color Dark, and I just whirl the same powder brush in there and lightly go over the under eye area and the places that I set so I don't look so ghostly. And then I am going to set my contour with bronzer. Oh my gosh, I've been watching too much of Iris Melin 87. She says bronzer, but it's bronzer. It's just her accent. But anyways, Dark Chocolate Soleil in the color Deep Tan Matte Bronzer by Too Faced. And I just go over where I contoured, and I'm using an angled brush. I don't even know where this came from. I've had this thing for years. And just kind of go in circular motions. You guys seen me do my makeup before. I probably should just speed through this part. But we're doing an all-day wear test. You get to see how I do my day-to-day makeup. And I'm trying to make this as fast as possible. Set that contour even on the side of my nose. Hey! Just get a little bit under the chin and the jaw. Now that that's finished, I'm going to go in with one of my favorite blushes from Wet n Wild, color Icon, and the color Pearlescent Pink. This is an e.l.f. brush. I just swirl it in there and lightly tap on my cheeks. And then just kind of start at the top of my cheek and pull down. And then we're going to go in with highlighter. I am first going to use this Wet n Wild Crown of My Canopy Mega Glow Highlighting Powder. I probably don't leave this up long enough for you all to see. Using another e.l.f. brush. And I'm going to go along the high points of my cheeks. I really like this color, but it's so close to my skin tone it doesn't really show up. But it's a nice natural highlight. If you were here in person and you can see it close, it actually looks really nice. But I am going to go over top of it with the normal highlight that I use that's just a little bit more icy. I don't care for my highlight to be icy. I like for it to have golden bronze undertones so that it really complements my skin. So now I'm going over that with Precious Petals. Same line within the Wet n Wild highlighter. And see, just gives it a little bit more of a glow, but it's not so icy. Now for the eyes, today I'm going to be using two palettes. I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Rosé in the Air Color Icon palette. Oops, sorry, the lights are showing. Okay, I'm sorry you guys. But anyways, I'm going to use it for this transition color here. It is a very warm color. These both actually look nice on me. This one's just more cool, but I'm always leaning towards a more warm look, especially with this green top that I have on. I think that it'll go really nice. And then I'm going to use the City Mini palette, City Mini palette, Shayla or Makeup Shayla collaboration with Maybelline, and I'm going to use this brown color and this gold color next to it, and I think it will really complement my green top. So here it is. So I feel like I'm still looking quite ghostly. I'm gonna go in with my bronzer and just kind of go over everything and then set my face, put my mascara and lips on, and then be done with it. My favorite setting spray is from Scandinavia, and I just re-upped and I got the bridal version, and it's supposed to have your makeup last even longer than regular. So here we go. I love it. It smells good. It's a very light scent. And let's do mascara. Okay, so here's the finished look. I used my NYX lip liner in the color Club Hopper, the NYX Suede version, and then I used this Victoria's Secret liquid lip cream. It's this velvet matte, and this is in the color Perfection. So nothing too dramatic, just a normal little light makeup look, nude lip, and we'll see how this foundation performs throughout the day. It is still looking really light despite the fact that I just bronzed all over. So I really do need to get that darker color, but I'll be back with you all later on to let you know how I like it and how it lasted throughout the day. Hey there YouTube, this has been about 3 hours or so into wearing this foundation, and already I don't like it. I will give you all a final update at the end of the day, but I really don't like this foundation. I was on the fence about it, and upon further assessment, I don't like it. Forgive me for the noise. It's my little pooch. He's a little excited, maybe a little hot. We're on a road trip. But anyway, so I was packing the car earlier and I started to sweat a little bit, so I had my glasses on. So the same thing happened that happened the other day when I recorded a video. I think that might just be something that's inevitable when you wear glasses and there's moisture on your face. But I don't know if you guys can really see. I've got some creasing here. It didn't really cover my spot there. There's one here poking through, so this is not really a full coverage foundation. It is probably a medium coverage, and I did put on 2 layers. I'll be able to articulate later on after I've had some more time to think about it as why I don't like this foundation. I don't look flawless. It doesn't look like skin. I don't know if it's really picking up on the camera, but it looks really cakey, especially in this area. I did put on some MAC Fix Plus spray. I was told that that could help make your makeup look fresh and new, but all it did was nothing. But anyways, I will give you all a final update later on. See ya. Okay, so here's my final update on this ColourPop No Filter foundation. Like I said a few hours ago, I don't like it. I don't like it. Pros about it. I am still very matte. I'm usually pretty oily throughout the day, my forehead, around my nose, and my chin, but it looks like it's shiny, but I think it's just the way the light is reflecting off of my highlighter probably. But I am still matte. None of my oils came through. I don't even know if you can see that. Very little transfer. There is some transfer though, but the way it has just really broken apart, I don't know. I have very little creasing, which is not bad. I have other foundations that crease way worse. I told you all about the situation here from my glasses, and I'll back up the light a little bit. The color, it's still really off. It may not be picking up so much on camera, but you can see it's very different from my chest, and it looks kind of ashy. I tried to bronze up and it still just didn't work. So I don't know if it's the color of this foundation or what, but like I told you earlier in the video, I said I was going to try the 155 in the future. I don't think I'm gonna try it. I'll probably give away the foundation that I did buy because it's just gonna sit there and do nothing. And I do want to start my own makeup business one day. Working towards that. I wouldn't even use that foundation on somebody. I'm sorry for those of you who don't agree. I was really having high hopes for this foundation. I saw so many good things about it. It just didn't work with my skin. I'm not saying it's a bad foundation. It does mattify, which is the thing that I always look for in my foundations because I'm so oily, but it just did not agree with my skin. As of right now, I'm still with my CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made. Love it to death. So that's what it is. Thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about this foundation. What do you think about how it came out? And I'll see you all in the next video. Oh, I meant to tell you, it is currently 11:44 at night Eastern Standard. I live in Central Time, so it's 10:44 Central Standard Time. And I put this on around 2:30. So pretty much all day I've had this on. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you all later.